children to be a burden to somebody in the name of a husband. Yes. Here we say unakuwa muzigo. Yes. And guys, there's nothing bad being a burden. Exactly. People just walk and say, who yata amekuwa muzigo? Muzigo is a burden. Yani who you amekuwa muzigo. Guys, it's a real story.
Most men, all we want is just a peaceful lady around us. Yeah. Just peace of mind, peace of everything. Trust me, we'll give you everything you want. Yeah. But the moment you bring chaos and all this, nobody wants. People want to run away.
Advise my elder brother to take it seriously.
I want you guys to know this is a sophisticated car. This is not a Land Cruiser. You will run with it up and down. God is helping me to be forgiving, you know. I'm talking about bad driving. Because it's him, and I'll bring one more guy, but he must watch this video. There are the only 3 people who can touch this car.
What do you mean by that? Stop. What do you mean by that?
Welcome to today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time watching, or you've been watching but you've not subscribed, of course you know what's up. Just subscribe and turn the notification bell on. But if you already subscribed, you're one of us. Thank you so much for that step. Thank you. And most importantly, don't forget to drop your likes and come to the comment section. I'm always there interacting with you, and I love that, and I'm so humbled to have you in the comment section. We interact, this and that. So I really appreciate you so much. I really encourage you to come to the comment section and let me know what you think about the video, your opinions, your reaction to the clips that I'll be reacting on. So of course you know who we are going to be talking about: Rosio, Mura, and Dimango. So whom do we start with? Whom do we start with? Let's start with Mura Senso. Mura Senso said in the latest video that no one, Rosio, will not be driving the Mercedes. I think Mura Senso is not even ready to welcome Rosio at this point, because he was revealing, not even revealing, he was going through, what do we call? Review of my Mercedes. You know, the entire review, the body, the engine, you know, that kind of a video. If you watched the latest a few hours ago, he proceeded to call Gitiriba, the uncle, and who else? The 2 of them. And he told the audience that there is someone that will be teaching him how to drive. No one else will be touching my car. Gitiriba, the uncle, or me. And on top of that, there'll be, he must be in that car. Marwa's rules, of course, he gets his way, as he should. He bought the car. But now I was like, Marwa, what does that mean with your relationship? You know, because initially it was like, I'm buying my baby mama a car, this and that. And of course, we'd expect Rosio to be driving that car, but for Mura to be very categorical that no one will be touching this car. It's not like the the Land Cruiser. I'll play a video if I get one, if I get the time to pull it up. But he was like, no, this will not be like the Land Cruiser that people are just driving anyhowly. And of course, you know, that was targeting Rocio.
You guys to know this is a sophisticated car. This is not a Land Cruiser. You will run with it up and down. Nyakundi, hii moja ni laki ngapi umeambiwa? Laki 2. Pikipiki 2 hapa, wewe uchague. Taa hiyo kio hiyo. Ku replace laki 2. Sasa ndio mimi naambia watu, you have to be serious. Hii si gari ya kuringia mtu.
Wow. The pressure is getting worse.
And he was super honest that he's learning to forgive regarding to that incident.
You knocked my car down. This is Uncle Paul. Sides. Yeah, since that day, I've been 50-50 with him, but God is helping me to be forgiving, you know.
A foolish woman takes seriously promises made by a naked man.
And I personally think that Mura Senso is not ready to welcome Rosio back in the villa, because I was watching Nairobi teachers live stream, and the word on the street is that Mura has refused to go and pick Rosio in Nairobi, which makes sense because it doesn't make sense. But I'm just like, Rosio left, she should come back, right? supporting that move? No. If there is abuse in the picture, I don't think Rosio should be coming back, because I always say this: once an abuser, always an abuser. They never change. So I hope Rosio chooses, or rather makes the best decision for herself and the baby. But if the abuse was not there, I don't know. Let her do what she wants to do. I know she's not a baby. She's an adult. But I really hope that she makes the best decision for the baby, at least. Because I've always said that, according to me, I don't think Rosio will be going anywhere. She'll not, because Rosio is so materialistic, just like Mura said so, and I don't think she's ready to let go of the lifestyle that Marwa gave her. But let me come back to the reaction of the day. Mura is not even talking about Rosio. Mura does not have Rosio in the picture. Because, of course, as I said, he told the public that, oh, the only people that will be driving my car is Gitiriba, the uncle, and himself. Because he's getting someone to teach him how to drive. And he said that he's still learning to forgive. Because after the incident with the Land Cruiser, with Gitiriba and Rosio, he's learning. God is helping me to learn how... God is helping me to forgive, because of course, you know, Marwa is not someone with second chances. Let's hear what he had to say, because he made sure to call out Gitiriba. And of course, that goes to show that Marwa is still pissed about the entire situation. Marwa is not happy. He came for Gitiriba in today's video. It means he has not forgiven. Even if he's out here telling people that I'm learning to forgive, I don't think he has forgiven nobody. And of course, you know, that means he has not forgiven Rosio. Because it's Gitiriba and Rosio who caused the incident. It was an accident. I don't know. They never gave the details, but let's play and hear what Mura had to say. Okay, guys, let me play that part where Mura was coming for Gitiriba.
This is Gitiriba. Yes. Gitiriba knocked my car down. This is Uncle Paul. Sides. Yeah, since that day, I've been 50-50 with him, but...
And don't forget that a lot of people were there. And Mura was like, Gitiriba knocked down my car. And Gitiriba corrected him that, no, it was just on the sides. Scratches. But Mura made sure to tell Gitiriba that, oh, I asked for a quotation and the fundi told me that I'm supposed to pay $1,000 for repainting. I don't know how true that is, but at the end of the day, I was like, so does it mean that Gitiriba will not be paying? Because don't forget that after the accident, Mura said that Gitiriba will be paying for the repainting so that he can understand the pain that Mura is feeling. And of course, you remember we came out here and we were like, personally, I came out here and I was wondering, why would Marwa request put the entire bill on Gitiriba? Because Marwa was like, Gitiriba needs to pay. Gitiriba needs to pay for the damages. And of course, you remember we questioned a lot why Marwa would put the entire bill on Gitiriba while it was Rosio and Gitiriba who caused the accident. So, I don't know if if it was an accident, because an accident cannot be caused, whatever. But I'm just saying that we can clearly see that finally, I think he has exonerated. Is that the meaning? Or rather, is that another term to mean Marwa has acquitted Gitiriba of the charges? Because it seems Marwa himself will be footing for the charges of the painting. So let's proceed and hear what he had to say.
Yeah, since that day, I've been 50-50 with him, but God is helping me to be forgiving, you know. Nobody died, so we can fix that.
Since the accident, Marwa has been 50-50 with Gitiriba. But it was an accident, Marwa. So you also said that, of course, as I played, I hope I'll also play it out here without, besides the audio. I prefer watching out here in real time. So Marwa said that I'm also, but God is helping me to be forgiving. That one it was 100% real, because Marwa does not give people second chances. He does not forgive. He is that vile, because you know someone that does not forgive, that's a dangerous person. That person can do anything to anyone. Like, I mean, in this world, and you cannot forgive people, not even your wife, an official wife, not even the mother of your child, not your close friend like Gitiriba, and it's an accident. Hey, I think Marwa got problems, honestly, because someone that does not forgive, and it's not like he has started forgiving people. No, you had. Marwa said that, but God is helping me to forgive. He has not forgiven Gitiriba, as you had, since Gitiriba caused, and I think at this moment, I don't know, is he begging the wife to come back or not? Because you can see he's not mentioning Rosio anywhere. But he was very clear. Only Gitiriba, the uncle, will be driving the Mercedes. No one else. I think Marwa is not forgiving, because if he had forgiven the wife, he'd be trying to make amends. And I think I really believe what Nairobi teacher said. According to NT's sources, the word on the street is that Marwa does not care to go and make amends with Rosio in Nairobi, so that they can go back to the village, so that Rosio can go back to the village. And this, personally, I'm thinking probably Rosio is back in Argentina. And we don't know exactly what happened. Of course, Marwa beat up Rosio, and in that case, I'd support the move, because Mura is out here telling people today, it was yesterday's video, today, uploaded today, God is helping me to forgive, but making it super clear that he has not forgiven Gitiriba. I'm still 50-50% with Gitiriba. Anytime Gitiriba touches my Mercedes, I should be inside the Mercedes. No one will ever drive if I'm not in. But I'm like, Marwa, then you need to learn how to drive to avoid, to save yourself from this madness.
You know, I called the Land Cruiser guy and they asked me for 100,000. But they said if the scratch has gone inside, it has to be 100,000 for everything.
Of course, you know, Marwa's fans have been telling Marwa that you don't need to be too materialistic. No one died. And that is what he also said. But he had to make sure that he lets Gitiriba and Rosio know that he spent a lot of money in that car. I called my mechanic and he told me that I'm supposed to be paying 100,000 for that car to be repainted. But I understand, because anytime your car has a dent, a scratch, and you want your car to be super clean, it has to be repainted almost 100% again. I understand why he's so mad, but the way he's stretching it, I'm like, get over it. Marwa, get over it. After all, it was, for the most part of it, proceeds of donations. Why are you making it a big deal? For what reason? Move on. At this point, move on, Marwa.
They said if the scratch has gone inside, it has to be...
You should see the embarrassment on Gitiriba's face. Of course, no one wants someone to be reminding them, you scratched my car, you caused an accident. I even pity Rosio. That is why I honestly agree with, I think I was watching ontrending, yeah? I agree with the reaction that we had earlier today that Rosio should move on, honestly. Because Marwa is that kind of a person. You crossed paths with him back in 1980 when he was being born. He will not forgive you. He will not forgive you. Just the way he doesn't seem to forgive, the dad, biological father, is the same way he doesn't want to forgive Gitiriba. Is the same way he fell apart with Davyjnr. They just started hanging around together, together. It's just the other day that Marwa started talking with the brother davyjnr. They were not even seeing eye to eye for so many years. And that is a blood brother, your only brother, at least from your mother's side. Your only brother, family. You grew up together, but you cannot forgive. So you can imagine if Rosio comes back to the villa. Marwa will be reminding Rosio every blessed day. Be careful. Don't crash. You did it with Gitiriba. I paid 100,000 Kenyan shillings. You can imagine. And at this point, I really support Rosio to move on. Leave. Because this person can do anything to you. Someone that is not forgiving. Someone that is, and it's the entire family, because the drama at the courts, I don't want to go there. I talked about it, I think 12 hours ago in a live stream that I did. If you didn't watch, kindly go and check it out. It was amazing. Did I play where Marwa was saying that it's only him, Gitiriba, and unclemo who will be driving the Mercedes, not even the wife? Let me look for that. Let me look for that part. I'll just be playing it right now. Guys, I hope you've liked the video. I'll really appreciate. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the channel. I really appreciate. Mura Senso is still in cloud 9, which is so funny because I saw some car enthusiasts. People who are too into car, men, of course, they understand these things. I was so shocked that this Mercedes is a model of, I think, 2015, 10 years, second hand. Even the importer made it so clear that the person who was using this Mercedes in Japan modified. And I was like, what? They can really change the body of the Mercedes to appear super new, but it's refurbished second hand, like it's not new. A model of 2015. I was so shocked. And I think that it makes sense why in Kenya you go to the car yards, you find that a Mercedes goes for like 600,000 Kenyan shillings, 700,000 Kenyan shillings, $6,000. And I've always wondered, what, a Mercedes? Why that cheap? And I don't know why I never wondered that we never go for the Mercedes in the car yard. We always go for these Corolla, Axio, this and that. But now it makes sense because this car cannot withstand. These cars cannot withstand our roads. You know, for us, we don't complain and come to the internet. Oh my God. And disturb the villagers. Give us your land. We need a road for transporting materials for our cars. You disturb people because you imported your Mercedes. So now I know, Mura, you're teaching us some things. And by the way, positive reactors, you can take it. You can take these. I know you will be running with these. So something that I'm sure that this guy that imported the car for Mura Senso made a kill with this order by Marwa, because I'm very sure that Marwa thought he's buying a new Mercedes and he was probably charged for a brand new Mercedes, latest model. But because, of course, you know, Marwa said he doesn't understand the logistics, not even logistics, but the cars generally. And by then, Mura was not in good terms with davyjnr, because I think davyjnr is so good when it comes to cars. Probably davyjnr would have advised him. But one thing for sure, I know that these guys made a kill with that one. With that one, because if it's something imported, someone was using in Japan, something for 10 years ago, the price that Marwa bought, the price that Marwa paid, should not be making him go crazy. Did you see how Marwa was behaving yesterday when he was receiving the cars? He was losing it. So I honestly think that Let me control F. Let me play the receipt. Because Mura said that the wife will not be driving this car.
Because it's him, and I'll bring one more guy, but he must watch this video. There are the only 3 people who can touch this car. And I'll bring one more guy, but he must watch this video. Where?
I think it's a public demand or the subscribers' pressure that is probably making Mura consider taking back Rosio from Nairobi. But of course, the latest update is that Marwa has declined to go and pick Rosio in Nairobi. If not, I believe that if not for the subscribers bothering him with the question that, oh, where's Rosio, where's your baby? Marwa does not seem to care, honestly. He's telling the boys, that's how he terms them. Yeah, Marwa's friends had say, telling them to give a lecture to Gitiriba and the uncle because he wants some good drivers. He doesn't want the saga with the Land Cruiser. If you just overthink for a minute, you know that Mura was targeting Rosio with that kind of statement because he said it. Let me play that part.
Until even me, I know how to drive. Yes, next week I'm starting my driving lessons.
Marwa is starting some driving lessons. Marwa is not playing this time around. He also wants to learn how to drive so that he doesn't have the kurutus, the likes of Rosio and Gitiriba running away to do whatever. I don't know what they do. Because of course it was also contributed by the fact that Marwa does not know how to drive, and that is where Rosio and Gitiriba would escape with the car without Marwa's permission. So Marwa is going to learn how to drive. I think by that it will honestly make sense why he bought the car, because buying a luxurious car it only makes sense if you drive, because the enjoyment is in driving. But when you're buying an average car, you just need it for efficiency. Take your kids to school, run errands. But these kinds of cars, I honestly believe that you would buy it for enjoyment. And if Gitiriba is driving you around, it doesn't make sense. In my opinion, Mura's fans, I welcome you. Thank you for always watching. But there is something known as my opinion. Drop yours in the comment section. Honestly, I appreciate.
And even my wife, I'll show her this video. Yes, so that when it rains, they have to respect this car.
Even my wife, I'll show her this video, because the video was about warning. You have to be a good driver. You have to respect the car, so that when it rains, they will respect what? What did he say? So that when it rains, they have to respect these cars. Like, Marwa is still throwing some jabs at Rosio. You think he has forgiven Rosio? How many days since he beat up the wife? A week? But he's still so pissed. Still coming for her. Rosio, you better run for your safety. You're playing games out here.
And even my wife, I'll show her this video. Yes, so that when it rains, they have to respect this car.
So that when it rains, they have to respect this car. Who and who are supposed to be respecting the car? Gitiriba and the wife, Rosio. But also that goes to show that Marwa is open to receive Rosio back, but not willing to be begging around, oh, Rosio, come back, please. And that is so dangerous in a relationship. When the man is not pursuing you anymore, you can stay in Nairobi, Rosio. When you cool down, come back. It's so dangerous. I really think that it will even get worse, the abuse, if that is what happened, which I believe so. Crazy. Marwa does not forgive. And he was super honest and candid in this specific video, because he was like, God is helping me, teaching me how to forgive. But I'm not yet there. Yeah, Rosio. People came out here. Marwa's exes contacted you to give you some 2 or 3 history about Mura. But you thought you were princessa from Duchess of what? Duchess of Mal de Plata. I'm not even laughing at Rosio at this point. I'm just like, Listen to people. You know nothing. You cannot come out here and manifest, pretend like you're so intelligent, this and that. You know nothing about Mura Sensor. Mura Sensor has been out here for 10 years on the internet. And Mura Sensor has been dating women for 20 good years. Yeah? Muzungus. More sophisticated and fashionable than you. And you think you know Mura Sensor than any other person? Rosio, take some lessons.
Because sometimes I'll not be home. And maybe they need to use it. So, yes.
So that the wife and Gitiriba should respect the car when it rains, and sometimes he might not be around and he needs the car to be in a good condition, is it? Sometimes I'll not be home and maybe they need to use it. Is Marwa planning to travel alone? Guys, I honestly think that Mura Sensor is so done with Rosio at this point, because in as much as we come out here and defend Rosio, wish her the best, although she's a piece of work, she also has some baggage here and there. And of course, we always say that you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. And I think Marwa is throwing some hints here and there, but it makes sense. Justifiable. Rosio traveled by herself to London, now in Nairobi, probably in Argentina. And when Marwa packs his bags to travel, and don't forget that now Marwa has the sister adding fuel in the fire. The sister will be like, Mura Sensor, drop your expenses, drop your baggage and travel. Look for your own things. That is what Dimango said. I'm not even making up my things. Let's go to Dimango. Let's go to Dimango, because Dimango is accusing Rocio of being a baggage. And she spoke with passion. I'm telling you guys, it's getting weird.
Shit's getting weird. Part infinity.
So, Dimango was conversing with Gitiriba, of course, after someone donated bags of cement, because that is all Dimango has been doing in the village, coming for the villagers, insulting, taking them to court. If you missed the court scene, I did a live stream earlier, probably 12 hours ago. Kindly check it out in this channel, but the live chat section. No, but the live stream section. Just go to the channel, but not the videos. You click live streams, you'll see it. It was interesting, guys, because the judge told Dimango that Dimango was like, Judge, I'll be traveling, you need to make a judgment very soon. And the judge was like, F off. You're not special than any other person. You will come out here when I want you to come out here. So check out that video. So in this case, Dimango was receiving some bags of cement through Gitiriba from someone in the US. And of course, you know, she had some things. She had to address Rosio, because that is what Dimango does best. Addressing Rosio here and there. I believe so. Let me justify my opinion.
And I'm telling myself, I'm not waiting for anybody to build for me. I believe I must have what I call mine as a human being. I shouldn't be a burden to somebody in the name of a husband. To somebody in the name of a husband. Here we say unakuwa muzigo. And guys, there's nothing bad being a burden. Yani, people just walk and say, huyu hata amekuwa muzigo. Muzigo is a burden. Yani huyu amekuwa muzigo. Guys, it's real story.
Hey, Rosio, you're in for a very long ride, Rosio. Who else is Dimango targeting? And she spoke with passion. Guys, when it gets to a point that a man says that this one has become a baggage, huyu amekuwa mzigo. I could not think of any other person apart from Rosio. And of course, the word on the street has been that Dimango has been abusing Rosio emotionally, because you know Dimango can do that very well, very nicely. Not nicely, but she's a mean spirit. Just like Rosio, Dimango is a mean spirit, and I agree with every reactor out there, keyboard and any other reactor out there, to claim that Dimango is a mean bone, has been abusing Rosio, not physically but emotionally. And I played a clip back then when she was planning to go to London. Mura Senso asked Rocio, oh, tell people where you want to go. And the look, I remember even zoomed Dimango's look. It was giving, okay, you got some money. Like, I can't even explain. If I get the time, I'll pull up the same clip that I did. She is a mean bone. That's how she treats Rosio. Let's continue to play these receipts.
Here we say unakuwa mzigo. And guys, there's nothing bad being a burden. Yani people just walk and say, huyu hata amekuwa mzigo. Mzigo is a burden. Yani huyu amekuwa mzigo.
She's explaining in Swahili with passion. Something that is happening currently. And of course, considering everything that I've covered right now and in the live stream, it goes to show that a lot is going on between these three, Rosio, Dimango, and Mura Senso. And of course, Dimango being that mean sister-in-law, of course, you know she's not giving Rosio any easy time. Probably she's like, Mura Senso, my brother, why should you suffer when this one came with nothing? Disturbing your peace. Am I supporting that? No. But it is what it is.
Guys, it's a real story. So for the ladies who are watching, this is just to inspire you, even the men. You can do it by yourself, you know, step by step. It will never be enough, you know. You can never have enough finances, but you begin from 1, 2, 3. Going up, and by God's grace, we'll get there. And I'm super grateful for you guys for supporting me.
Rocio, you're becoming a burden. The passion that Dimango said in Swahili, the way she was describing the situation. And of course, a lot of people have the same opinion out here. Like, Dimango has been abusing Rocio emotionally. And I even talked about it. I proved it. I just talked about it. I played a clip. I made a whole reaction about it because the look, the judgment on Dimango's face, it was giving, like, and you know Dimango is a very close friend to Mura Senso. Mura Senso loves Dimango. I don't know if it's the same case towards Marwa, because I honestly don't think it's healthy love when it comes to Dimango loving Mura Senso. Dimango does not love Mura Senso's girlfriend's baby mama. That is not healthy. That is not true love towards Mura Senso. Whatever, let them do what they want to do. Let's give our own reactions. But if Rocio, you're being abused, bounce, leave. It will never get better. They never change. So, of course, as I said, Dimango is a mean bone, a very mean woman, mean girl, because she also took it to the internet to tell Marwa's fans, together with her own fans, guys, please talk to my brother. I don't want him to be bringing YouTubers to his home. That is not Dimango's compound. That is Mura's and Rocio's. Okay, Mura's. Mura's compound. But just to show you that Dimango runs the show when it comes to Mura's relationship. Because if Dimango in her 30s, in her 20s, can be controlling who comes to the villa, and that villa has a wife, Rocio, but Dimango is the one controlling who comes in, who comes out. Listen to what she said.
And another thing right now, there are so many YouTubers at home, and you know the same people are spies. You cannot even make a phone call in this home. You know, it's crazy. Guys, sometimes I wonder why my brother doesn't learn. You know, so many YouTubers here spying everything. You can't even make a call here. You cannot. Everything that you talk will be out there without you knowing. That's the truth of the matter. You can't even make a call in your own home. You know?
Well. Next question. See ya.
Make a call in your own home, you know, because so many YouTubers are in there. Then they give the information, to the people who send them, then you're in the house and you're like, wow, my whole phone conversation is out there from the same people. What do you guys think about that? You know, advise my elder brother to take it seriously, because at the end of the day, we are the ones who we are being affected, because he's three kind.
Stop. What do you mean by that?
Hey, I hope, of course, I'll be playing a clip out here, because she's like, I don't know why my brother never learns. My brother never hears. Huh? I tell him, not even advice. I tell him not to be bringing YouTubers, because I cannot even make a call. I don't have the privacy. You'd think the privacy in Dimango's beggar's villa. No, in Mura's villa, in Rosio's villa. I don't know why Mura does not learn. Guys, I tell him. Can you imagine Dimango having that control on a property that it's not hers? Because she's always in their home telling people that, hey, guys, in my 20s, you know, I have to build my first. She's begging for cement. You think that is the final retirement home? No. My first retirement home, because this is my parents' home, I cannot have control over it, but you're controlling your brother's home. Someone would think that there is a weird relationship between you, Dimango, and Mura Senso, because you cannot go to your brother's home. Your brother has a wife, but you're controlling everything. Are you okay? For real? That goes to show you that she also controls Mura's relationship with Rosio. And when people come out here and claim that she abuses Rosio, believe it. You don't know Dimango shows you the meanness through the camera. You can imagine what happens behind the scenes.
You cannot. Everything that you talk will be out there without you knowing. That's the truth of the matter.
She's claiming that the YouTubers, poor YouTubers, Gake, what is the name of this guy? You know them, all of them in that villa. I think together with unclemo. And I think going by that, Dimango confirms that whatever reactors have been getting out here, the sources in the villa are 100% correct. Because Dimango claims that everything that happens gets to the reactors. Negative people or something.
You can't even make a call in your own home. You know?
In your own home? Dimango, that is your home? At this point, I think Dimango is the one that kicked out Rosio. Leave. Leave my villa. Because Dimango said that she cannot make a call in her own home. That is Dimango's villa. Dimango, what is your relationship with your brother? If you're more important than even Rosio. Yeah, I know you're the sister, you're the closest thing to Mura compared to you and Rosio, but come on, girl. Give some space to Rosio.
Because so many YouTubers are in there. Then they give the information to the people who send them. Then you're in the house and you're like, wow, my whole phone conversation is out there.
And I don't even believe these people leak Dimango's phone calls. I don't believe. Probably she was talking about Rosio's whereabouts. Is she also confirming that she's the one pulling the shots, telling Mura, because she said, in my own home.
What do you guys think about that? You know, advise my elder brother too.
Advise Mura Senso, telling the world,
to take it seriously. Because at the end of the day, we are the ones who we are being affected. Because he's very kind. Let me see what's happening here.
Dimango is not kind. Dimango is so mean. That is why, guys, I hope I really emphasized on where Dimango said that it's my home. I can't even make a call from my own home. Advise my brother. Dimango does not want to see anyone surviving in these streets. Anyone being helped. But he was running around Kenya, around the world. Guys, African Tigress, please give me a shout out. Miss Trudy, please. Blah, blah, please. What am I? Please. But now she does not even want to help some poor YouTubers in the village, just trying to make something out of YouTube. What a mean woman. I said it full chest. So yeah, that was it. Mura scolding Gitiriba, Mura not forgiving, Mura telling people that Rosio will not be using the car, only 3 people. Dimango coming out here to appeal to the world to talk to Mura, and so Dimango believing that the villa is hers and not Rosio's. A lot, I talked about a lot. That is in case I premiere, but if I just upload. Thank you so much for watching, especially to this point. Kindly consider subscribing if this is your first time, or you've been watching but you've not subscribed. I hope you make the decision today to join the team. Thank you so much for my members. Thank you so much for my community. Thank you so much for all my subscribers. Thank you for taking that step. Thank you so much. I hope you always drop your likes whenever you watch, and if you have contrary opinions to my own opinions, my own reactions, kindly come to the comment section and drop your reactions unapologetically without fear, because out here you don't have to agree with what I upload. Just do it respectfully. Thank you so much for every one of you that always come to the comment section to drop your reactions. I really appreciate you so much, and I mean this. Thank you for always joining my live streams and coming to the live chat section. Guys, I'm really humbled by your support, because with the live streams I'm trying to improve the quality, but some hiccups here and there, but of course, you know, once I get it, that will be it. But for today, of course, since 3 days ago, I had to come out here and do a sit down pre-recorded, because that is what you like, because of the quality, because of going directly to the point. Most of you write to me that Neo, we don't have the time, you just want to come out here directly without wasting time. We get the updates, the entertainment, and we move on. We are so busy, I understand. And of course, as I said, from this week going forward, I'll be doing a pre-recorded video, making sure that you catch up on the latest news happening in our niches. Yeah, guys, I take your advice super seriously. I take your support without most gratitude. I don't take you for granted. So that was it, guys. Drop your comments, donate your likes, and thank you also for my super slappers, because I see you even beyond out here. Thank you. What can I say? I'm really humbled by your support so much. Sometimes I'm like, oh my god, thank you so much. And that was it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.